Demari, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Libra. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card for each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll start off by getting the key theme of the week using the Quantum Oracle, some divine guidance using the Moonology deck, and sacred feminine messages using the Divine Feminine Oracle. When it comes to the spread, tarot spread that is, I'll be pulling from 2 different decks this week just to change things up a little bit. So we'll pull some key messages using the Wild Unknown Tarot and then clarifying with the Tarot de la Nuit deck. Okay. Getting tongue-tied already. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So just while I'm shuffling your cards, Libra, and this is going to be the reading for the 22nd to the 28th of February 2021. Just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. Don't forget, I am now on Twitch, so do follow me over there to be a part of the future live discussions and live tarot readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So Libra, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle this week is Planning an Action. Okay. So I feel like there's something here that you're sitting on, okay? There's something that you're wanting to take action upon. There's something you're wanting to carry out, okay? You may be thinking of your next steps, how to get there, what is required for you to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. The logistics is what I would say, right? That's what you're considering. How can I get to where I want to be? What steps do I need to take? What tools will I need? What resources will I need, right? How much time will I need to get there? Things like that. So I really feel like you're considering the long term at this point, okay? But it's also, I feel like there is a message coming in, like it's great to plan, and of course, it's good to prepare and take action upon whatever it is that you're setting out to do, but just make sure that you do focus on the details and don't overlook the little things, okay? Because that's going to be significant in the process. Because often when we're thinking about the grander picture, we can forget the smaller things, right? So it's just telling you to make sure that as you're going through your plans, that you don't overlook the small details, because some of those things could end up tripping you up along the way. So just be aware. Okay. So let's go to the Moonology deck now and see what the divine guidance is for you. So Spirit, what is it that Libra needs to know at this time? What can help them with the execution of their plans? What is it that they need to know when it comes to... Ooh, okay, this one came out. Those just fell. So I'll take those back. So the card you have, perfect. You have New Moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Interesting. So here's your energy, Libra. So I feel like, again, it's about finding balance in all aspects of your life, okay? Whatever plans you want, like I said, it's great to focus on the bigger picture, but don't forget the details, okay? So say, for example, you're in a relationship, and you're thinking about the kind of life that you want to carve out with your partner, okay, that's great. But if you've only been dating for like a few months, you need to take the time to get to know each other on a more profound level, right? Because there's going to be small details that you need to learn about one another to really come to the understanding of, do we really want the same thing? Are we on the same page? You know, what are we striving for individually, and what would we want to strive for as a couple? So things like that, right? But I do get a sense that something is being brought into balance. There is a beautiful new cycle opening up for you that could be in the form of a new relationship or strengthening an existing relationship. So amazing. Okay, so let's go to the Divine Feminine Oracle and see what it is that the Sacred Feminine aspect wants to communicate. Mother Goddess, what do you have for Libra this time? What energy are they resonating with? What goddess energy is aligning with the sign Libra at this time? Oh, something wanted to come out. Okay. Nice. So you have Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God, and the affirmation is, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Amazing. So yeah, this is about having faith that you can birth this new reality, you can birth a new cycle that's going to bring a lot of love into the equation, that's going to bring more romance, passion, that's going to help you build towards these more loftier goals that you may have within the connection, as well as you focusing on your own personal goals, right? But it does require a lot of faith, a lot of belief, knowing that, yeah, you can literally create any reality that you can conceive in your mind, right? Because we're only limited by what we believe to be possible, right? Because at the end of the day, the reality is a construct of the mind. So it plays a very key role. I mean, it's essential, right? Amazing. So let's go to the tarot messages now. Also, I do get another message for some of you. Some of you may find out that you're pregnant and you're having to change your plans in accordance with that. So I just got that as a message as well. I'm not feeling that for many of you, but there's a couple I feel that may find out that you're pregnant. And I feel like initially it might be a bit of a shock, but then I think you're both going to be very happy and you're going to customize your plans according to this pregnancy. So that's really beautiful. Congratulations if that is you. Okay. So let's go into the tarot messages now. Ooh. Cards flying out everywhere. Okay. So I wonder why that's in that position. We'll get to it though. Yeah. So a lot of you have been going through a rebirth as well. That's been a very key theme for the collective. Rebirths all over the place, so that doesn't surprise me. And it's like you're going through a significant, it's like the death of your old life and a new life is being born. You know, that could be just in the form of this new cycle. For others of you, it's literally that your old life is dying because now you're going to be a parent. You know, it's like that. It's going to play out in different ways for different people. But we'll get into the messages now. So the first card out is the Five of Cups. Okay. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, Libra. I feel like there's a little bit of disappointment because maybe there was some, like I said, you had loftier goals, loftier plans. But because maybe some of the things that are playing out currently, you know, in the world is restricting you in some ways, that you're having to put certain plans on hold, or you're having to refine plans, or there's some details that you overlooked and now you're seeing that it's not currently possible, but doesn't mean it won't be in the future. So these are little things you're having to take note of. And I feel like it's important that you don't dismiss them, that you don't ignore the details, right? Because otherwise, when you set out to go on this adventure, or you set out to do whatever it is that you're planning, you might find yourself in some sticky situations, and that can lead to disappointment. So it's important that you don't overlook those details. For others of you, I feel like if you are pregnant, or you'll find out your partner is pregnant, I feel like you're a little bit disheartened in that, as much as, you know, this is a blessing, and I feel like you're happy about that. I feel like for some of you, you're feeling like it's a bit of an internal struggle initially, because you're realizing it's the official end of your own childhood in some way, right? It's the end of your like your earlier aspect of adulthood, if that makes sense, right? So say like if we look at the feminine archetypes, right? The maiden, the mother, the crone. This is like marks the official end of, you know, the maiden energy and stepping fully to embrace the mother energy, the mother archetype, right? It's just one way to put it, but yeah, so there might be a little bit of like, oh, I'm not a kid anymore. I can't say this anymore. Like, I can't act like a kid anymore. I have to grow up now. You know, there may be a little bit of that. But ultimately, I feel like, you know, once you get over the initial shock and maybe the little bit of upset with regards to certain lifestyle changes you may have to make, I feel like you're gonna feel good about it, okay? I don't feel like anyone who is actually finding out they're pregnant or their partner's pregnant is going to be really like destroyed over it. I'm not seeing that right now, but I feel like you may be a little bit shocked and a bit like, oh man, I have to give up this and this and this and this, you know. But you'll get past it, right? Or your person could be feeling like that. The next card is the Six of Swords, right? Air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Your energy. So yeah, this is you kind of coming out of a time of difficulty, moving towards calmer waters. So whatever you've been struggling to put in action, whatever you feel like, you know, your plans are not really coming together. I mean, bearing in mind, right, we've just come out of like, well, the time of me recording this was still in the Mercury retrograde, but you know, at this point you've got those post shadow energies still lurking. So it's not the best time to move upon things anyway, right? Now's a good time to just be in that planning phase. This is a good energy to be in at this time. So just because perhaps, you know, there has been a slowing down of the process, or there's been some challenges, obstacles that you didn't expect, doesn't mean that you can't move forward. I do see you moving forward, okay? It's just maybe taking a little bit longer than you expected. The relationship as well, I feel like, that you may be coming into, or that you've had for some time, is moving into calmer waters as well. There is going to be more romance, there's going to be more passion, there's just lighter days ahead, I feel. The next card out is Death, okay, the Death card. So this is, yeah, Scorpio energy. So Libra, I feel like, again, there's been this strong sense of rebirth energy coming through all the readings, right? Every single one so far has had this rebirth energy to it, and I feel like that's what we're going through as a collective, and it's playing out differently for different people. So for some of you, as I said, I feel like it just marks, you know, the transition period, you know, especially next to that Six of Swords. It's like going from one place possibly to another, one cycle to another, right? One type of lifestyle to another, a change in your romantic situation, from being single to being in a relationship, from being in a relationship to forming a family, you know, things like that. So definitely significant changes are playing out for you one way or another. Next card out is the Devil in reverse. So that's good. I'm glad this is in reverse. That's Capricorn energy. So I do get a sense that, yeah, whatever you were doing before, I get a sense that some of you were really stubborn about something to do with these plans that you had. Like, you really weren't willing to compromise or back down, or, you know, you just didn't want to take no for an answer. But I feel like now you're kind of realizing, okay, yeah, but if I carry on down that path, if I just do it anyway, then I'm going to shoot myself in the foot, which is not what I want. So I feel like now you're kind of taking a different approach. Now you're saying, okay, yeah, I can't just dig my heels in and expect it to just, you know, change. It's not going to work like that, you know. There are certain limitations possibly at this time, but I can take a different approach. I can, you know, change this slightly, or I can, you know, maybe delay it a little bit, you know. So I feel like you're not so fixated on it has to be this way, right? It's more like, okay, how can I go about doing this? What would be the best way for me to get there? Okay, so that's the change I'm feeling here, which is good. Next card out is the Five of Swords in reverse, air energy, right? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, your energy. So yeah, I feel like, again, it's like you're overcoming situations where you'd, you know, really dig your heels in, possibly even be a little bit temperamental with your words, maybe a little bit spiteful because, you know, things were not unfolding in the way you envisioned. There's been some delays, there's been changes, there's been challenges, right? So maybe you were in the past having some conflicts with your partner if you were in a relationship for a while, but that's now smoothing out, okay? You're starting to understand one each other better, especially actually if this is a new relationship. I feel like you're working out the kinks, right? For those of you where you've been with someone for some time, I feel like, you know, whatever issues you were experiencing, you got to the bottom of it. You maybe saw how others were even playing a role or influencing the connection, and you cut out certain ties. I feel like as well you kind of saw pass through, you know, what role you played in the disagreements as well as what role they played, and you're both willing to just talk it out and just move past it now, which is good. And finally, the last card is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like right now it's, again, you're just in this space of planning, getting your ideas together, finding your route, finding the way to go about whatever it is that you want to accomplish. I get a strong sense that travel is involved, right? And that's where it's a bit tricky right now, possibly. But I do get a sense as well that, you know, you're course correcting, you're making necessary changes where there needs to be, and you're going to set new intentions. You're going to lay the groundwork so you can do whatever it is that you need to do. You're not there yet because now is not the right time to do that, right? There's things that need to be really thought out first and planned out or discussed, especially, right, first. I feel like as well, you may be a bit concerned, for those of you who are finding out you're pregnant, you may be a little bit concerned of how can I financially do this, because things are so turbulent right now. How am I going to afford to have a baby? How can we afford to have a baby? You know, but I feel like you will work it out, okay? You will find the means. You will find opportunities. I feel like it really does depend as well on where you place your energy, right? If you place your energy in fear, then you're going to see more scarcity. But if you have faith, if you try to budget and look at, you know, what resources are available to you, same with your partner, do it as a team effort, plant the right seeds of intentions, take action, and also have faith that the universe will also assist, I think you'll be surprised, okay? The resources will be available to you. Right? So it does depend on the energy that you focus upon as well, because there is significant changes here. We have the Death card above it, so wherever you feel like you're lacking in resources, yeah, that's going to change, okay? But it does require you, you know, doing your part where necessary, and also having faith that, yeah, that you will find those resources. Those resources will be available to you, okay? So let's go into the clarifications now. But I get it, I totally understand, you know, the fear of resources and stuff not being enough, especially right now because everything's changing so much. But honestly, I feel like as long as you line your energy to the right things, right, and you have faith, you do the work, you see what opportunities are available to you, you put yourself out there, you'll be surprised, honestly. But if you come from a scarcity mindset, that's all you're going to manifest. Okay. Okay. And the last couple. Okay. So, into the clarifications. So, clarifying the Five of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, that's a big change from the Five of Cups, but we'll get there. And the Judgment card. Amazing. So this is it. It's like I was saying, initially there's going to be some disappointment because it's like, holy crap, we're going to have to make some changes here, you know, especially where there's a pregnancy involved. For others of you, it's like, okay, things are not quite going as we initially planned, but that doesn't mean we can't have an amazing life together, right? That doesn't mean we can't build something beautiful together, something that we envisioned in our wildest dreams, right? Because the judgment here is like, it's coming out of a period of challenge, strife, difficulty, not knowing, you know, where it's all leading to, and then crossing the threshold to the 10 of Cups. So this is amazing. So things are going to lead down a very beautiful path as long as you make the necessary changes, you have faith, and you keep moving forward, right? This is very beautiful. So you're going to have an opportunity to create a very beautiful, loving family life, right? With your person. Now, clarifying the Six of Swords. I don't know why I wanted to say 7 for some reason, but Six of Swords. You have the King of Pentacles, Earth energy, specifically Taurus, and you have the Strength card, so that's Leo energy, right? So your person could have strong Taurus and Leo placements possibly, but regardless, I feel like, yeah, your person is very stable. I feel like they might be in a very good job, right? They could be a business owner, they could be a manager, they could have some, you know, high level responsibilities, they could have investments that are making good returns, they could have had an inheritance even, like this can be pretty much anything. But I feel like your person, whoever you're dealing with, is, you know, they're making their money. They might not be like rich, but they're making money, they're able to support themselves, and they're also able to contribute. So this is good, and I feel like your person is pretty stable as well. Energetically, they're very stable, they're loyal, they're determined as well. They're determined to get the relationship into a very good place, right? If you have been having some challenges. I feel like as well, okay, I just got this, okay. For someone, you may have actually been wanting to have a baby with this person, and maybe some of the conflicts you had was around whether or not you can conceive, but that's now obviously been dispelled through this awareness of the pregnancy. Okay, it's going to be different for different people. But anyway, I feel like the perseverance is paying off. I feel like you both doing the inner work, your person here really trying to fight for the connection is paying off as well. I feel like they were not willing to give up on this, no matter what challenges you faced as a couple and individually. So that's awesome. Clarifying the Death card, you have the Ace of Wands, there's your passionate new beginning, and the Queen of Wands. Okay. So Libra, I feel like, yeah, I feel like some of you may not know you're pregnant yet, but you may do a test and you find out you're pregnant and you're like, oh my gosh, I am fertile, you know. It's kind of like that, like I didn't know I could create life, because maybe you were told even by the doctors that you couldn't conceive, right? So it never entered your mind this would be a possibility, but then boom, you get the science, you do the test, and you find out, I'm actually going to be a mother, you know. It's kind of like that. So congratulations if that is the case, and obviously that's a huge game changer. For others of you, I just feel like this rekindling of passion in your relationship, like this fresh start that you're getting together, is making you feel really good. Like this person's making you feel like a Queen of Wands, right? Making you feel empowered, confident, attractive. And don't worry about the gender, okay? You could be a male and your partner could be the one that's conceiving, or you could have, you know, reconciled with a partner or whatever, but you're feeling really good, you know, and it's like empowering you, it's inspiring you, it makes you feel like, okay, we can do this, right? We can do this. I'm ready for this fresh start, or this like powerful new cycle that's coming in. Clarifying the Devil in reverse, you have the Empress. Okay, so that's Taurus energy here. So we have very strong archetypal energies coming through. So the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. Awesome. So yeah, lots of major arcana showing up. So big shifts. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, this is the opportunity. This is like, you know, that one resource you were waiting on, or that one thing that really lines everything up for you. So you're like, yes, I've got it in the bag. I know I can do this now. Or yes, I can start, you know, really cementing my plans, finalizing my plans. I can get an idea of timelines now, right? Because the Pentacles deals with the physical, the tangible. So it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, okay, yes, this opportunity is coming in. Now I feel like, you know, I do have a grasp on what's happening and unfolding in my life. I do feel like, you know, I can make this happen. For those of you who are pregnant, because we have the Empress as well, so that's a very maternal energy. That's the mother archetype right there. You know, the fact that you are pregnant now, and then some opportunity comes in for possibly further expansion in terms of wealth, maybe an opportunity for, you know, financial aid, right? Possibly. It's making you feel a little bit more confident. It's making you feel more comfortable. Like, okay, yeah, maybe I don't have to be so fearful. Maybe I don't have to be so stubborn about things be going this way, that way, and the other, because an opportunity came through that I didn't expect. So it could be something like that. Okay. Clarifying the Five of Swords in reverse, you have the Eight of Swords, okay, air energy, and you have the Page of Cups. So yeah, after a period of things kind of not really moving, it's like the conflict stopped. You got, you know, you pulled yourself out of whatever conflicts that were taking place between you and your partner in the past. I feel like you dealt with any, you know, deceptive energies or people that were kind of getting in the middle between you and your partner. You cut ties where you needed. I feel like, okay, that freed up a lot of space, but you just still kind of felt very lost, okay? Because maybe you had to cut out some people that were friends, close friends of yours for some time. Or maybe there was even a separation between you and your person, and you felt lost because you were like, how did this happen? I really thought that this was going somewhere, and now they're gone. But I feel like this is possibly being sparked up again, right? For others of you, it's a case of, yeah, you're done with the back and forth, you're done with the, you know, the harsh words, and you're just looking forward to this beautiful new beginning that's opening up for you. Okay. And then clarifying the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Five of Cups, okay, and the King of Wands. So we have the King and Queen of Wands here, so this is a divine pairing. Interesting. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like your person here, right? I feel like your person is the King of Wands, or it could be vice versa. Whoever, you know, assign the roles where it fits, okay? But I feel like whoever's in their divine masculine in this connection is like, okay, I'm ready to finally let go of whatever took place in the past, you know? Whatever it was, whatever the conflict was, or whatever was causing a wedge between you, possibly your friends or family members that were just like being very demeaning or harsh or playing mind games or trying to cause a breakup. I feel like they are healing this energy of feeling betrayed or feeling left out, feeling like they were left behind or they weren't chosen or whatever it was, whatever took place, they're trying to let that go because they know they need to focus on the here and now in this relationship, especially if you are about to have a family. So it's like they know they need to kind of let that go and not keep dwelling on it, right? But they're feeling very different about the things now. They're feeling more optimistic. They're feeling empowered. And even if they were a significant contributor to the conflicts that took place in the past, I feel like they're at least willing to acknowledge that and they're at least wanting to build something very stable and very tangible with you. But they know it's a process, right? And it's not going to happen overnight. So I do see a lot of positive changes for you, Libra, within this situation. I feel like there was some real turbulence at one point in the connection, but you're overcoming it now, you know, and you guys are injecting a lot more love, compassion, understanding, you know, romance, desire, you know, all of these things into the connection, which is awesome. So I really hope this helps whoever needed this message. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget the notifications bell. And yeah, I feel like, again, as long as you don't overlook the details, you make clearly defined plans, you compromise with your partner, you know, make whatever changes you need to make changes wherever you need to with regards to, you know, world factors, you know, especially if it involves travel, and you'll be fine. Okay, so send you guys lots of love, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.